Gemini, we are here again in another Mercury retrograde, starting from the 26th of February through to the 20th of March, and love it or hate it, we have to deal with it. Okay, so let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward. There are some amazing astrologers in the description below that are my go-to astrologists if you want to look at your sun or rising. Otherwise, this is for your sun or rising as a tarot spread. Okay, so let's have a look at some cards. We have the Imagine energy, which is very Piscean energy. It's very watery energy, possibly an emotional time for you at this time. Spirit is asking you to imagine your world into being. Start dreaming, start thinking big about not what you want to like release, but like what you want to bring in. So I'm getting a lot of, with the signs, a lot of manifestation energy. I wouldn't say Mercury retrograde necessarily is a manifesting energy, but it can be. Mercury retrograde is about reassessing things in our life. Things we thought were solid and put in place, we're looking at those and changing them. But Spirit's asking you to manifest here, okay, Gemini. We have chaos and conflict. So there may be some people, situations and things going on around you you really want to stay away from. Right here in Mercury retrograde, there could be some confusion, other people. This can be like IT issues. We always associate Mercury retrograde with delays with flights and travel and IT. So there could be some chaos and conflict for you. This is the first sign that has got this card. So sorry, Gemini. Okay, let's have a look and see what else we have here for you. We have the change in the wind. This has come out for a few signs. Change of location, thinking about where you want to travel to. Perhaps you're thinking about moving state, moving homes, moving countries even. This is somewhere quite unusual as well, because this is a zebra on this card. You could be thinking about some really out of the box ideas and imagining yourself living, sitting by the beach in Bali or in the Bahamas, who knows, okay? But it is the time for you, Gemini, here to really think big. Spirit is asking you to do so. Chalkboard is at the bottom of the deck. It did come out in the reverse, but Spirit's saying like it's not a time for major action, but it is a time to look at all these amazing things you want to bring in, because they are coming in, and just be careful of any chaos and conflict around you. It may be external influence like IT delays and things like that you can't necessarily hope. Phones breaking down and the internet crashing, things like that. Okay, I don't feel it's anything major, although some people may see that as major. Okay, let's have a look at what needs to have a reset for you, Gemini. What needs resetting here? For Gemini, we have Page of Pentacles, the Moon. There's that 3rd of March full lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 3rd of March, right? Energy, which is at the end of the first week of the retrograde. So that could affect you. But I feel it could affect you in a good way, where you're thinking about learning something new, going to college, doing something online would be very, very good for you. You may be imagining your future and figuring out how to get there, and it may involve learning something, okay? The emotions that may come up in the full moon may be quite full on. Let's get some more information here with that. There could be some fears here associated with transformation and changes that you're going through. This is Scorpio, Pisces energy. We also have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here. We have some more Pisces energy over here. The Tower is at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm pretty sure I think it's for one of the earth signs that I saw the Tower and then it came out. So let's see what happens here. So, things changing at a rapid rate. There could be some fears creeping in, especially around that full moon, about what you want to change. You may be thinking, how can I learn this new thing? Perhaps you're working a full-time job. You may be thinking of cutting down some hours so you can use that extra time to study something new or learn something new. I'm getting some sort of like travel and career vibes. Perhaps you're thinking of traveling and working on the road, but there is a big change when the Death card and the Moon come out together. The Fool card is now here. We just had that Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees in Aries. That could have also affected you greatly 6 days before the Mercury retrograde on the 20th of Feb. Okay, so you're looking at the Death card, and here the Fool's looking at the Death card and trying to figure out, you have a fire within you here, Gemini, and you're like, how can I, or what can I change, and how can I do it, and what do I need to do excuse me, to facilitate this change? All right, so the bottom of the deck has the Star. Spirit's saying to, you know, continue to head towards your complete dreams and wishes. You may be looking at those, and you may be resetting what those are as well, because we're looking here on what needs a reset. What does your new beginning like? What do you need to change? What do you need to release with the Death energy? What fears do you have associated with that? And what possibly do you need to learn? All right, or what have you learned since the past Mercury retrograde, or even back in 2025, or since the beginning of this year? Let's have a look at what you need to reflect on, apart from everything that we've just talked about. Making some sort of decision, taking the emotion out of it, being very, very clear here, Gemini. It's your energy, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could make a decision in regards to your relationships, platonic or romantic, with the Lover's energy here. It doesn't always have to be romantic, especially if you're single and you're not looking for love. So Spirit is asking you to reflect upon your relationships you have with others. Possibly there needs to be some decisions that either someone else has to make, and you're supporting help to make those decisions, or a decision you need to make about love relationships. If you're single, you could really say that this is the year 2026 that I'm going to manifest my new relationship in, my soulmate, my partner, my life partner. This is also like, if you're coupled, you may be having conversations with your partner about what you need to change within your relationship to bring more passion into the relationship. It's very relationship orientated. There has one card, it's fallen to the lower realm, to the floor, so I'm not going to get that. We won't, I don't even know what it is, because it's face down. Let's have a look at this. Spirit's asking you also, while you are reflecting upon what you need to bring in, especially relationships with others, stay positive. That negative mindset may slip in at this time, okay? And the Four of Swords is asking you to, you know, definitely use meditation as a tool to get in touch with your spirit guides for guidance, ask your angels for protection. You may get dreams at this time, or amazing insights on a mental level through your dreams. How is Spirit trying to support you? Yeah, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We just had Venus in Pisces. This is really about cutting through any illusions, any masks you or other people may be wearing. Perhaps what is fulfilling you, or what has been you have been trying to be fulfilled in on an emotional level. You're seeing clearly. Spirit is trying to support the clarity in regards to emotions. Emotions aren't just love. There can be fears. They can be anger even, okay? It can be love as well. So Spirit's trying to support your clarity on your emotions. We have the King of Wands. You could be dealing with the Sag, Aries, or Leo masculine. There's a couple of masculine energies. Gemini, we now have your card has come out, the Magician. Spirit's trying to remind you at this time that you can achieve absolutely anything and be very successful at it. You just need to drop some sort of burden. You may be at the end of a very difficult period as well, Gemini, and Spirit saying you can now create anew and create anything you want. You are the Queen of Wands, male or female. This is very spiritual. This is a spiritual time for you. If you contact Spirit through meditation, through opening your crown chakra, doing a guided meditation to meet your spirit guides, or even through dreams, or asking Spirit outright, please show me what I need to do and guide me in the right direction. All right. One more card, please, Spirit, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck as what you don't see coming. Okay, you have the Seven of Pentacles, a very Mercury retrograde, where, you know, Spirit's saying we're going to support you if you do the work, okay? If you do the work, journaling, listing, writing down what you need to reset in your life, rethink, recalibrate, and realign yourself to be the best version of yourself. What you don't see coming is it's time, the judgment energy. It is time for a rebirth. And especially in regards to your closest relationships here, Gemini, all right? And your relationship with those people, whether it be family, platonic, friendships, or romantic. That was your reading.